Hi, my name is Luke Desroches, and I'm a web designer here at Kula Partners. What I'm going to talk about today is why you should try new shit, or why experimentation and exploration is essential. This is something that I've always felt has been crucial to my development as a designer, as a front end developer, and as a professional in this industry. The web industry moves so quickly that if you don't stay on top of it, you will be left behind. So, what I'm going to talk about here is some of my recent work experiences and how they've tied in with this whole idea of trying new shit. There will definitely be more cursing, so please don't be offended. So, how did this all come to be? Well, here at Kula Partners, we do what are called lunch and learns, in which every couple weeks, a member of our team does a presentation on a specific topic, and the rest of us eat pizza and drink beer. This is great if you're not the one presenting. I say that because I have a great fear of public speaking. It doesn't matter if it's in front of my team that I see every day, I still get incredibly nervous. So, what I did this year was schedule my lunch and learn a number of months out, which at the time was a great idea. And knowing that I didn't have to do my presentation for multiple months, I was very happy, as shown here by a very happy Jerry Seinfeld. However, time flies by, and before I know it, I'm the next on the list to present. At which point I go from being a very happy Jerry to Kramer. So, I started thinking, what should my presentation be about? I knew I didn't want to include any code. That would have been the easy decision since that's what I know, but it wouldn't apply to the entire team. So, I brainstormed and eventually landed on this topic. But why? Why this topic? Well, there's a number of things that influences presentation. Stuck in our ways. I feel as web professionals, no matter what your title is, designer, developer, marketer, copywriter, whatever, it's easy to get stuck in our ways. When we start a new project, it's very easy to just go with what we know, not necessarily with what's best for the client. It's just human nature to go with the most comfortable route. That may be best for us, but not always best for the client. What if there's a better solution out there that we don't know about? Best practice. You may have heard this phrase thrown around in your own work environment or perhaps online, and it's something that really makes my skin crawl. I don't dispute that there are best practices in every field, such as design in general has numerous fundamentals that apply to any kind of design, whether it's web or print, but the phrase best practice to me often feels like this is what we know, so this is what we're doing. But what really inspired this topic is this: kill the PDF. This is an initiative that we at Kula Partners started, and it was born out of our frustration with the PDF as a medium for delivering our content. As an inbound marketing agency, we write a lot of content, and as time went on, it made less and less sense to deliver this content in a format that was inaccessible, that was limited in its interactivity, and that was poorly optimized for mobile viewing. So what we did was experiment with building a WordPress template that we could use to publish long-form content, and at the same time would allow us to create bespoke layouts. The result was a template that would allow our writers to choose from various modules, have the ability to customize how the content was presented on the page, and also add in another level of interactivity that a PDF couldn't offer since this is a web page. So what did I learn? Well, I learned how to make a user-defined grid work, as that posed some challenges from a responsive design point of view. Also, I learned more about working with custom meta fields in WordPress, which, as a designer, is not something I always have the opportunity to work with. So, now that this template was done, the question that was posed was, could we build this in HubSpot? HubSpot, of course, is a marketing platform that we at Kula Partners use quite extensively, and from a developer's point of view, has many more restrictions compared to WordPress. So, an unnamed member of Kula Partners said this, and I said something like this, but what I really felt was this. I just finished building something completely new that we'd never tried before, and now I was being forced outside of my comfort zone to push it even further. Now, I'll spare you the details, but after numerous weeks, we did successfully crack this nut and launch the first ever ebook template in the HubSpot marketplace, the Katoom ebook template, which again allows the publisher to create bespoke layouts for their long form content similar to a PDF, but delivered as a web page. So what did I learn? I learned how in HubSpot to build settings that would give the user more control over the display of their pages, how to work around the limitations of the platform, and how to use custom modules and Hubble to get the most out of the COS platform. Hubble is the template encoding language used on the HubSpot content optimization system. So rewind, going back now to when I was trying to figure out what this Lunch and Learn presentation was going to be. I thought about it a bunch and wasn't sure how I was going to deliver this message to the rest of the team. One thing I knew for sure, though, was that I hated Keynote. Perhaps it's because of all the PowerPoint presentations I did back in elementary school, or that it was incredibly limiting. Whatever the reason was, I wasn't interested. So, what I did was build my own tool for creating this presentation, which is what you're seeing right now. As you can see here, I'm just in the Chrome browser, and this is just a page. And of course, I had to get this guy in here because he's the king of twists, and I feel this is kind of a twist. But yeah, I decided to create a template in HubSpot that would allow me to deliver this presentation in a way similar to Keynote. I used this fantastic JavaScript library called reveal.js, which supplied all of the Keynote-like interactions. And after some tinkering, once I realized this template was going to work for me, I was back to being a very happy Jerry, which I think we should all aspire to be. So what did I learn? Well, I learned more about the perspective CSS property, which is a more advanced property that I wouldn't normally get to use. And I also learned how to work with a new JavaScript plugin, which perhaps could come in handy in the future. But so what? I've rambled on for a decent amount of time now, but what's the point of all this? Well, I feel that trying new shit is essential, especially in our industry. Whether you're a designer, a developer, a marketer, a copywriter, whoever, it doesn't matter. These word clouds suck. They're horrible. I hate them. But it shows how complex our industry, the web industry, is. Our industry moves fast, and this word cloud is only going to get bigger as more skills and technologies get added. So how are you going to keep up? I feel that trying new shit equals faster learning. The times when I've learned the most about building on the web has been when I've been pushed outside of my box, outside of my comfort zone, and I've had to learn new skills or new technologies to solve problems either here at Kula Partners or for a new client project. Now, I realize that trying new shit isn't always the best option. You may be working on a project with a small budget or a short timeline, so the safer route is likely the best option. And of course, when you try new shit, there are always risks. But still, even if you're not trying new shit for every project, please keep doing so for yourself, because trying new shit equals stronger teams. Here at Kula Partners, we work in cross-functioning teams, meaning we have designers, developers, marketers, copywriters, all collaborating together on projects. When starting a new project, we expect each team member to bring new ideas to the table, and really a team is only as strong as its weakest member. So, the question I present to you is, what are you bringing to the table? What are you doing to make your team stronger? What are you doing to make your company stronger? What are you doing to stay ahead of the ever-changing web landscape? And what are you doing to make your work better? And that's what it's all about. Better work. We all want to do better work. but it's very easy to get complacent, to get stuck in our ways. So how can you make your work better? Well, I feel that better work is often the result of new ideas, new techniques, new strategies, and new points of view. And all of these can be gained if you try new shit. Thanks a lot. I hope you enjoyed what I had to say, and have a great day.